Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 30 of the TCW series. Now, this is, of course, the next go-home show for the next pay-per-view, which, in theory, could arguably be our best ever pay-per-view, and, of course, therefore our best ever show. Now, there are a couple of things that are going down tonight that are again going to continue to build to the pay-per-view. Obviously, it's not ideal having these sort of pre-booking angles and setups happening so late on. But obviously, it's a bit of a struggle with a 2-hour show to be able to book everything and then also sort of continue the storylines. So some of it seems a bit rushed, but it is what it is. Let's get into the show. Starting off with 2 pre-show matches. 81B here for this tag match. In a pre-show bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Wolf Hawkins and Kirk Jamison defeated Mr. Lucha 3 and Elliot Thomas in 10-13, when Wolf Hawkins defeated Elliot Thomas by pinfall with a full moon rising. As you'd expect, Wolf carried the match. But interestingly, we have Mr. Lucha 3 and Elliot Thomas showing excellent chemistry when tag teaming together. So maybe these two could join up as a tag team, albeit they'd probably be a bit of a jobber tag team. I really wanted to try and push Mr. Lucha 3 because he is quite talented, but I just haven't really found an in for him. Yeah, it's a weird one because I did want to push him for that international title at some stage. Anyway, moving on to the next. Mr. Lucha 3 did sustain a sleepy head, whatever that means. And apparently Wolf was the one that caused it, so a bit of backstage heat going on him there. The second pre-show match also getting an 81B. In a pre-show bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Sammy Back and the New Wave defeated Brent Hill and the Latino Kings in 10:03 when Sammy Back defeated Hector Lindo by submission with a back on your back. Couple of work improvements here. We got Scat improving in performance, along with Guide improving in performance as well, and then Hector Lindo in both technical and performance. Good stuff. We start the show off with a 96 A-star rated angle. Aaron Andrews comes out and announces the creation of the Stronghold. Consisting of himself and New Legacy, they have joined up as a trio stable, and they will therefore be called the Stronghold going forward. Arguably three of the best young wrestlers in TCW today. Of course, New Legacy and the former World Heavyweight Champion, Aaron Andrews. We then go into their match, which gets an 81B, in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat. Aaron Andrews and New Legacy, I haven't actually made the stable yet, the Stronghold, defeated Mighty Mo and Divine Fortune in 10:24, when Aaron Andrews defeated Mighty Mo by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage, and then Chance was the weak link in this match. Once again, Aaron Andrews really off his game, as was Mighty Mo. Anyway, we have a couple of work improvements here. We got Chance Fortune improving in performance skills, and then Mighty Mo improving in technical. We then go into an 84B+ rated angle. The New Wave are backstage talking about how they are slightly worried about this mystery man and his possible involvement in their 2-on-1 handicap world tag team title match at the pay-per-view. A bit of fear, a bit of uncertainty as to who this mystery man actually is, and 2, his involvement in their match for the world titles, the world tag team titles. We then go into a 66C+. In a decent match, Killer Shark defeated Sid Collier in 10:14 by pinfall with a big bite. Again, sort of continuing the mystery man's, I guess, game plan or wishes in regards to the Dynamite Express injuring Titan. Also have Killer Shark improving in performance skills, so that's pretty good. And a pretty good match as well. We then go into a 100A star angle where Wolf Hawkins wants Rocky Golden to know that he has the utmost respect for him But there is no way that he's going to take his new World Heavyweight title from him. Of course, these two have a pretty long-standing rivalry together. And, you know, the triple threat. There's a pretty big possibility that Wolf could lose his title to arguably two of the best wrestlers in the world in Rocky and Aaron Andrews. We also have Wolf Hawkins on commentary for the next match, which gets a 78B. And about that, had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Rocky Golan and Bulldozer Brandon Smith defeated the Elite in 10:15 when Bulldozer Brandon Smith defeated Eddie Chandler by pinfall with a backdrop driver. And then, of course, we had Rocky carrying the match. Good stuff. All right, moving on to a 76B-. In a decent match, Ed Stone defeated Dazzling Dave Diamond in 10:25 by pinfall with a party's over. And, of course, Ed Stone making defense number 1 of his TCW International title. Also, after this match, we have Mighty Mo cashing in his rematch clause for the international title. So we get that booked in as well. Ed Stone taking on Mighty Mo at the pay-per-view Excessive Force. Alright, there we go. No worker improvements there either. We then move into a 60C rated women's tag team match. And about that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Lauren Easter and Amber Allen defeated Elsa Calvo and Laura Flame in 10:17 when Lauren Easter defeated Elsa Calvo by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. And then apparently Lauren Easter was head and shoulders above everybody else with a 63 in-ring performance. Again, no work improvements there, so moving on to an 80B rated singles match. About that had great wrestling and good heat. Mark Speed defeated Danny Fonzarelli in 10:16 by submission with a cross arm breaker. During the match, we also had Sammy Back distract Speed. Apparently these two have good chemistry as well, which probably helped that 80B, so I'm happy with that. No worker improvements. Moving on to the next angle. Getting a 93A. We have Sammy Back attacking Mark Speed in the ring, you know, returning the favor from last week. And of course, this is going to lead to their match, which is going to be pre-booked in here for the pay-per-view. It's going to be Sammy Back taking on Mark Speed. If I can find his name. There we go. Like I said, it's going to be a very interesting match for Mr. Mark Speed. Sort of his time to possibly shine in a high-level storyline. We then go into the main event, which does really, really well. I didn't expect this to actually go this well. We get a 93A. In an exceptional match, Eddie Peake and Troy Tornado defeated Ricky Dale Johnson and Joshua Taylor in 2020, when Eddie Peake defeated Joshua Taylor by pinfall by using underhanded tactics. And yeah, in terms of in-ring work, Eddie Peake was head and shoulders above everybody else. And we also have Eddie Peake and Troy showing excellent chemistry when tag teaming together, which I think we already knew about, but good to reiterate it in my mind. Any worker improvements? We have Eddie Peake still improving in performance skills. I mean, it just goes to show how good he actually is. But yeah, big victory there. We're also going to pre-book in... Well, actually, we'll just advance. We get a 100A star. I forgot about this angle almost. We have Eddie Peake, and he wants to retire Ricky Dale Johnson, the legend that is Ricky Dale Johnson. And he wants to continue on his way to the summit of his career. I mean, that's a great promo there by Eddie Peake. He really is becoming a top level talent. I've just got so many really good heels at the moment. We've got Eddie Peake, Wolf, Aaron Andrews. Who else? I mean, we've still got Brian Vesey. I did manage to re-sign him. We've actually got him on a pay-per-appearance contract with no creative control, so that worked out nicely. But yeah. Yeah, let's end the show. Overall show rating getting a 91A there for us, increasing our popularity in 7 regions. Is that our best ever TV show rating? I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it might be. Alrighty, let's have a look at the mail here. Danny Gillespie. He's just an announcer. Not interested. Alan Gray, referee. He's not too great either, to be honest. So how long is Mr. Lucha 3 out for? He's working through his injury, but that's fine. We're probably not going to use him anyway. The TV rating gets a 7.50, which is massively up from the last episode. And apparently Aaron Andrews thinks Mr. Lucha 3 is a natural talker. He's worth giving promo time. Okay, fair enough. We just want to keep these 2 messages, and we'll delete the rest. We've got a pay rise request here for Cameron Jones. All right, so I think we'll give him 75%. I mean, I'm not really too fussed. He's gonna be at the company for a long time, so that's perfectly fine. Let's have a quick look at the popularity. Did we go up to 64, or were we already 64? We have gone up to 64. We've essentially jumped 2 points of popularity just this month. I'm assuming we've only just gone up, so that's really good. That's very positive. Anyway, up next, we've got the pay-per-view. Again, I haven't... Well, this episode's being pre-recorded, so I still need more comments down below for possible arena names or venue names, whatever you want to call it. After the pay-per-view, I will stop recording or pre-recording, and I'll let the couple of episodes catch up. And then, of course, we can take your suggestions into account. And yeah, we'll name our first venue for the series. 20,000 seater arena. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very positive money-making method for us. Anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. And as always, guys, apart from that, take it easy and goodbye.